Yeah, you're good now.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Are you not gonna say your thing, Chris?
No, why would I say anything like that?
Alrighty, guys. This is Misguided Membership.
Is it?
Shit. Okay. Can we cut and restart?
Why?
No.
I can't go backwards.
Ah, shit. Alright, so welcome back to Misguided Membership. We're playing Miles Morales. I'm Anthony.
Gotcha.
Who am I? I've been so many names. Spider-Man, Elsa, Fleeb, Chris. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Can you do me a favor, Chris?
What?
Can you please turn the brightness back up?
What do you mean? I didn't mess with anything.
I know you did.
The brightness has been the same.
The
this
issue is
entire
the
time.
TV looks great. The recording does not.
Dude, it looks like the intro to Gotham Knights over there.
Yes, can you please fix
Alright,
that?
hang on. Let me get to a pausing point where I can pause the game. I can't pause the game here. I'm pushing the button right now.
Oh. Since when did they make it so you can't pause?
Since I was lying to you.
He was just brushing against.
I was just lightly tapping it.
He was fingering it.
Press square.
34 is nice. Oh, wait, actually, hang on. Wait, or I could just... I don't remember what setting it was originally.
Hit square.
Square. Square.
Oh, I could just... Okay, there we go. It's still kind of dark and shady, bro.
Yeah, but it's also just the area. But it was really bad.
It was like worse than Gotham Knights.
So are we
Are
we going to play Gotham Nerds?
I feel like at some point, I feel like,
I think
especially
we need a fourth person though, don't we?
No, we don't need a fourth
No,
person.
we
We don't need someone.
drop in, drop out, up to 4.
We don't need someone to join us and play as the last Robin.
Well, I'm playing as
Feel
Batgirl,
like-
so.
If we're gonna do that, we definitely will either record just the game, or we'll record the game separately and then just do podcast over it, more or less.
What makes you say that?
Well, because the thing about 4-player mode is it's just like a battle, like
Oh, it's not
wave system. It's not the story.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
2-player
sucks.
only does the story.
Oh, that's silly.
At least that's how it was last time I checked. I have not looked into it since
Well,
like release.
What we could do is we could play on one save, and then just kind of like when we swap controllers, we swap characters. Maybe one person does one episode.
Okay, I mean that's what we want to do. That we can do it that way. I just know like
And then
all
or
of
we
us want to play
could do
together.
like a rotation for 2 players.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
We'd have to figure it out. That's a
That's a more logistical
We can do some
question.
testing outside first before we make a final decision.
Yeah.
Because obviously, first issue is we all don't have it on the same console for one.
Oh. I think I have mine on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a PlayStation, but like I have it on Xbox because I did eventually intend on playing it with Anthony at some point.
I of course have it on Xbox because I play more Xbox than I do the PlayStation.
That's about to be incorrect.
No. Just because I have that does not mean I'm going to play it more.
No, you're gonna play Spider-Man.
Well, of course I'm going to play Spider-Man, but what am I going to play after that, Daniel?
Spider-Man.
You are right. I will replay Spider-Man probably at least a dozen times. But you know what? I have an Xbox with Starfield.
Who are you texting?
You said you were gonna go play it, but you lied to us.
She needs me at home.
That's because I knew if I sat down and started playing it,
Really?
you guys aren't going to be able to pull me away.
Her wrist is in a cast. I need to help with dinner.
Maybe.
Are you saying my pull-out game weak?
I don't
eat,
know.
I
let's
was
ask
about to say
your
we could
girlfriend.
find
I
out.
eat salted nuts all the time,
Um,
and you expect me to believe my pull-out game?
you know, Chris, would you mind if I played so you can go through the very great thing I made you while you were gone?
Is it like an unboxing video?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, alright. So, we got this package. We're not going to talk about how we kept just messing up trying to hand it to each other. So, we got this package. It broke. And I'll put it back so we can go into layers. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to describe this, guys. So, this is going to be some off-screen ASMR. What we got going on right now is we have a bottom of a Mountain Dew bottle
Can you speak up just a little bit?
What?
Can you speak up just a little bit?
We have the bottom of a Mountain Dew bottle, and on the top we have a cut up Gatorade lid. Like the best way to explain it is, imagine about
It's the sucky one.
your
The
thumb.
one you suck at.
The thumb fingernail still has a width of plastic, and then it has the nipple on the top of it. So we're gonna unbox that. We're gonna take that off, and that reveals the original Mountain Dew lid on there as well. I'm gonna see if I can optimize this playthrough by unscrewing the lid, and I can look in now and with my insight and be able to see that there is a Dr. Pepper lid in there as well. It says recycle bottle with cap on. So like I wonder if that's going to be a hint for later in this run. And as I look in here, I realize that the Dr. Pepper lid is actually farther down than I thought it was going to be, because I looked through it through the scope. So I actually got a hint, because it was telling me that I'm going to need to pull it out before I get to the next piece. So we're going to... Oh, that's stuck in there good. I'm going to yank that bad boy up. We're going to take it, and this one was cut pretty interestingly, because it is almost like the full top of the bottle. It looks like at some point they might have just like hurt it. We're just going to set it back in there. Oh, the lid. And now we pull out the Dr. Pepper. Oh my god. As I pull out the Dr. Pepper, I pull out another layer that I didn't even see before. There is a Mountain Dew Code Red conjoined so furiously with this Dr. Pepper that I cannot actually pull it apart without like using a bunch of Go Spider-Man go! Using a bunch of Holy Surgeons. So we're gonna see if I can pull it out, and it popped right off because I did a good old twist. I do know how to twist with both my hands. So we're gonna set that down to the side, and now we're on to the Mountain Dew, which, to be revealed, perhaps might not be just a Mountain Dew. I might have lied to you guys, because I see the bottom of the Mountain Dew, along with the fact that the top of a bottle is still inside, but they were so put in there symmetrically well. Oh my gosh, guys, I did lie to you. The Mountain Dew top to the Code Red was the lid that I saw earlier. It was in... The hint was that it wasn't as everything as it seems. Just like how this statue will move and he will progress into Spider-Man. See, everything goes back to Spider-Man. And I pull out this, now realizing my mistake. We recently went through the bottle, and it turns out that the bottle that we thought was was Dr. Pepper was actually Code Red Mountain Dew, while the other one was swapped. So it was like your good old Indiana Jones swap. But there's no boulder here this time, guys. So as we pull this out, we get another piece of the Mountain Dew with still some liquid inside. We're going to set that over there so that way I don't spill it on anything. Oh, and there's still some liquid in the Dr. Pepper. A surprise that was not expected. I'm not gonna say it was unwanted, but least preferred. And then we make it to the final bottle, which is just the base Mountain Dew that we talked about earlier. Now my problem is that the water in there is clear. There's been no drinks in this. That explains why the water is clear. And I was in the bathroom, so unless they ran to the kitchen sink to fill it ever so slightly with clear water, I have no idea what's in here, guys. And that was the unboxing. I normally don't like to accuse people of needing psychiatric attention, but 10 out of 10 would recommend.
So the clear liquid, honestly, is just Mountain Dew. It's just, that's how Mountain Dew looks in a Mountain Dew.
True colors are revealed. So we're going to actually experiment now. I'm going to pour this supposed Mountain Dew into the Mountain Dew Code Red bottle, and we will see if it's green.
Yep, ever so slightly.
It changed the color from red to yellow. And, like, if that was a color of Mountain Dew, I think I might have to drink more Mountain Dew. I mean, to be fair, I've been drinking a lot of Mountain Dew. I do not...
I was just saying you can pour it in there, you don't have to drink it.
I think we are done with the unboxing now. I'm going to... I don't know how you have... Oh no, I broke it again. It is...
Put it in there, it's fine.
It is back.
Just put it in there, it'll be fine.
We're gonna just... We're gonna put these together.
Chief Chemist.
Um.
Someone killed him.
Okay, and now I'm gonna push this away from me because it scares me. And I hope you enjoyed this session of. Oh, look at Spider-Man.
Alright, that's 12 minutes down.
Until Roxxon's gone.
Oh, I'm getting controller
You
back.
can get it back now.
Dude, Spider-Cat's invisible and he's just moving.
Good.
There.
You ever wonder what Spider-Cat's like trying to do?
Spider-Cat, he's just
Get
kind
them
of.
bitches.
What is it? Is there like a fly nearby? He sees. Oh, that fucking fly! I gotta get it.
He is a prophet. He is guiding us. He was the reason why we were able to save those people on that bridge. I love how it like does a big reveal for the sword, even though you can totally see the sword way before. I mean, well, not even way before. It's just a little before. Oh, I just got rocked.
That was great.
What just happened,
It
bro?
was like combo wombo, bud.
You gave me the 1-2. Oh, why did you used my gravity wells?
Oh, no, I need to just. Oh, I did use some gravity wells, yeah.
What?
And I was using
Did
the
you
web
see
shooter
that
list.
weird bob and weave that it just kind of made me do? Like, I didn't even move. It just kind of slid me.
Oh, the worst part is my cheeks hurt so much now from laughing at that bottle of SMR bullshit.
That man
You
tried to
said
grip.
cheats, and I was like, Anthony.
No, my cheek bones, my guy. Not my ass cheeks.
Oh. I don't know what made you feel that way with my ASMR. This is kind of awkward. We got
You know
both
what I have to
pictures.
say to that one?
What?
Kill yourself.
We made it. If only we could make it through one episode.
Hey, I tried to make the record. Actually, we made it through one episode technically.
Yeah, we did.
No, because
That's
you
what
tried to
that's-
kill yourself. That was actually kind of worse, I'd argue.
It
was
was a
entirely
knife
better.
without a blade.
I love how that was the episode right before we talked about suicide awareness. Also,
It was just so soothing. Soothing?
soothing. Are you okay?
No.
No, you're not okay, or no?
No, I just can't think. Is it soothing? Like, when it suits? Yeah, it's soothing. Yeah, whatever.
Suiting?
Yeah, like when it like suits the
Suited?
situation, right?
When it suits the situation, yeah.
Yeah, it's be like
When it
soothing.
sutures.
When it's,
No, that's the thing with stitches, Daniel.
when it fits the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Coinky dink.
Yeah, I like that one better. Give it a dink.
How many episodes have we done? Like,
This is 3.
I thought this was 4.
This is 3.
we're on-
was 4.
How close are we to the end of the game?
Daniel,
1,
this
2.
is 3.
This is 4.
Episode 1 was an hour long.
Yes.
Then we went from that one to do a 30-minute one, which is the one I left in.
I thought you left in the one after.
No, this is only number 3.
Woo. The group is
I
already.
think you'll find that there will be 4 recordings in that folder.
I strongly doubt that.
No,
I
because
know it to be true.
oh, and the heat is gone.
You want to know why? Because I recorded a test episode.
There are
It doesn't
four.
count.
It's still 4 episodes. One's
This is
just
the
a test.
this is like the auditorium. This is where we learn. How far are we through the game? I don't want to look at that number.
Yeah, you can't just see how far we are through the story. You got to see how far we are in percentage of all collectors and everything. Which I have yet to ever 100% this game.
I did. It was good. It was fine.
I mean, I just haven't gotten around to it. Every time I'm like, oh, I'll do it finally, I get sidetracked with another game.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield's
Baldur's
pretty
Gate 3.
I would play Baldur's Gate 3, but
I would love to
I
play that game
know
with you.
how much of a time sink it's gonna be, and that is why I haven't.
I would love to play with you, Chris, but it's not cross-platform,
If
and I'm not
we-
buying again.
I think our little D&D nerds would love, and by D&D nerds, I mean us, not our audience.
And you know what's even funnier?
What?
I remember when Dustin and I were talking about Baldur's Gate one of the times that we were doing D&D. You're like, oh, I don't want to even touch it. It's a video game D&D. You're like, I don't want to touch Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate.
I didn't want to. I
And it's not even ironic. It's just kind of funny.
well, I mean, it is ironic because it's
Why'd you go so high?
because I gotta go this way. I gotta get up here. So I can do this.
Cables lead the way.
Wait, you didn't see me still? Well, you get to meet God.
God is my coworker now.
Can't let God have all the fun.
After this episode, I need to show you guys a video called Mr. Puzzles.
Mr. Puzzles.
It is
I flew too high.
hilarious.
Flew too close to the sun.
My life has only just begun.
Yeah, that's at the end of the day. Like, I would definitely play Baldur's Gate just because I think I would enjoy it. Because like I enjoyed Witcher, I enjoyed the idea of D&D, I enjoy the idea of it being an RPG, and it being kind of a weird RPG too. Like, it definitely sounds really exciting.
What? I just break game.
Do you see that short where Matthew Mercer breaks the game in front of the game creator in like 5 seconds?
No,
Oh.
I haven't looked at anything Baldur's Gate. Like, it popped up a lot on like my TikTok when it first like came out. And I saw like, do this so you have the best stats. Do this so you have the best gear in the game. I'm like, I don't care that much.
No, he stacks a ton of boxes and then Misty steps onto a place you're not supposed to get to for a while. And then the
That's
creator
awesome.
of the game's like, well, it's D&D, it's fine.
That is exactly how D&D works.
You're just like, I didn't think you'd do that, but I mean,
Yeah, it's here. I can't really do anything about it now.
Kaboom! That's the first time I've ever actually used that in combat.
Oh, that's kind of dope.
In all of my saves and everything that I've used, I've never
I think
used
I've
that.
maybe used that once, but just like
It's
by
okay, I
accident.
used it in this game for you guys.
I think they.
Yeah. Not in combat though. Just in the air because I was trying to do the web sling.
You're trying to do the parkour and you accidentally set yourself off like a nuke.
Yes.
You accidentally blew up your horse.
So overall, I'm scared to play it because I know how much time this thing's probably going to be. And I'm
Oh, yeah.
scared to play Starfield because I know how much time this thing it's going to be because it's fucking Skyrim but space.
Space Skyrim.
Like,
With more.
more and less at the same time.
The space
I
is
bought my
less,
microphone.
but there's more of
Now
the
it's-
space.
Now it's super close to me.
So, like, after playing Starfield a little bit, it is just... it is just Skyrim but reskinned.
I clicked the
I
wrong one.
won't lie, Daniel.
But like that's all Bethesda games is the last game
Yeah,
reskin.
no.
Oh.
And like, overall, I am enjoying it all hell because it is fun. Whoops. You gotta press them all at the same time.
That
Anyways, it's still good. Like, the fact that you can still put a box on someone's head and steal right in front of them without them knowing is hilarious.
Wait, it's still in that?
Yes.
That's perfect.
There's a lot of, like, those small things that you could do in Skyrim that you can still do in this one. Like I said, one of the best ones, like I said, is that, for sure. Other than that, like, it is just space. I know one of the biggest gripes that people had when it released is the fact that one of the things they promoted is, like, oh, you can go to all these fully explorable planets, you know, and do this and there's so many. Explorable might not be the right word.
You can go to them. They exist.
Not quite. So yeah, the planets exist, but there's like small regions you can explore. So it's like a little like base that you can go explore, and then that's it. You can't really explore anywhere else on the planet. And so a lot of people are mad at that because it wasn't as it was advertised. That doesn't bother me because it is still an explorable planet. Like, they're not necessarily lying, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I
is
guess.
that 100% accurate?
I think they were
No.
thinking of kind of a No Man's Sky situation.
I think that's what people were equating it to. 'Cause I really don't know how I feel about it yet. I still haven't played a lot, obviously, so I'm still kind of getting there, seeing how I'm feeling about it. One of the best things that come from this currently is the fact is, remember how we were talking in the last session we did in recordings here, and we were talking about the things you could do with, like breaking games, stuff like that. One of the things we talked about is the fact that in Skyrim, you could find like the Khajiit chest, you know. Where
Does
it had
that
all
still
their
happen
stuff.
in this one?
Of course it does. They have not learned a different way to optimize inventories.
God, it's...
So everyone's inventory still exists in a physical location.
How do you get to the, like, do you just glitch out the map and you can find it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you
not.
don't even need to.
Sometimes it is literally just an invisible chest in the middle of like a wooded area. So it's not easy to see, but it's just there.
Like, it's in the general area, yes, but like...
A lot of the time, how it is it's underneath the map, underneath the character.
And it's easy to, like, fall through the map. So.
And so, the amount of clips I have seen of people going through the map already in Starfield and going to these very nice chests, especially a big one where you spend all your money to upgrade your spaceship, obviously, and you can just go down, grab your money bag out, and then just repeat and never run out of money.
Ooh.
He's a big one, obviously.
So I've got a friend who's been spending a lot of money and stuff in the game on that.
How could she? It's not open yet, so there'll be no casualties.
So if he hears about that, he'll be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Because at the end of the day, it's such like a niche like exploit to do. Like it's an exploit nonetheless. Like
I mean, it's pretty much what I did in Skyrim. So, like,
it was the Dawn Guard chest or whatever I want to say it was called.
Oh, I was talking about the chest in Whiterun with the smithing guy.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Because
There's tons.
that one was super easy to accomplish. So you just do that. You would grab all the things out of the chest. Oh well, like your money and stuff, and then you'd use all those materials to then upgrade your smithing, and then go back and do that again and again.
I don't remember which town it was. I haven't played Skyrim in years, and I probably get around to it again eventually. But
it was the Dawn
there
Guard
was-
with the Khajiit trader, right?
I don't remember, but I remember there was one like it was just like it was a snowy area, and then like in these bushes was the invisible chest. So I was walking through the bushes on the way to town. I was like, ooh, chest, because it was like, hey, press X or whatever the button is to get into the chest. I was like, chest.
And you're like, wait, where is the chest?
Because one thing I've learned going back into this is that I had the same play mentality that I did when I played Skyrim. Loot everything. And
Yeah, I mean,
I've done
do
that.
too.
I have yet to not be over encumbered in this game.
Ah,
Because I am that much of a goblin when it comes to looting everything.
you're worse
Like-
than the Sparkly Boy.
Like, you see trash on the ground, I'm picking that up, it's mine.
I've seen Sparkly Boy play it, and he's like,
I haven't gotten around to watching him play it.
oh, it is. He is
Yeah.
Luke Goblin on full display.
One of the interesting things that
Also, he cannot lockpick worth a damn.
I finally learned how to do it. Because I was sitting there, I tried to do it the first time, and I was like, what the fuck is it supposed to, like, it makes no sense, because they don't really give you a tutorial when you're given it.
True.
And I was like, it doesn't make much sense. I mean, they did the same to Skyrim, they're just like, here's the HUD, do it. And so it doesn't make a lot of sense that first time around. And, like, finally, like, looking at it more and kind of messing with it more, I have gotten it down to a science more or less on how I like to do it. Obviously, you can upgrade the skill, and it's a lot easier, because it just tells you, when you hover over it, this is the one you need.
I just want to point out that this entire time I've been playing, these bottles have been in the way. The broken bottles, I just haven't touched them because they scare me.
Just sit on top of those books, it'll be fine.
We're so close to the end.
But
We're getting this done. I'm sorry, Anthony, but we're getting this done early.
it's fine. That's honestly better than nothing.
Don't forget, I gotta end the game.
Trying to.
I should give it to you like when the cutscene is playing. I'll speedrun through the boss fight, and then you get like the final cutscene where you're supposed to spam the button. And if you can't spam the button, Daniel, then you're a failure.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it so far. I know there's a thing that's going to happen here shortly that I haven't decided on how I feel about. Like, it makes sense because this game, it 100% feels like a Bethesda game because it's like, you're special.
Birds!
Yeah, you got zonked by a magic rock. You're special.
I don't have any idea what's going on. Oh, I hit the map button, my bad.
And so, like, it makes sense because that's just how they do things. It's like, you played Skyrim, you were Dragonborn, you were special from the get-go, right?
I also want to point out that, like, in certain cutscenes, when you look at Miles' face with the Bogaga cat suit, he has the whiskers of Spider-Man in the background,
Yeah, that pop
so
out.
it looks like he has really shitty hair. But anyways, as you're saying.
And so, like, obviously, yeah, Dan, you use the part where you touch Magic Rock, and it speaks to you. With
You-
music and lights.
You feel the music.
Yeah. And so, it gets a little more deeper later where you actually have powers.
Will you feel the cord of the power?
I haven't gotten that far. Like I said, obviously, like
Wait, you get powers?
you get actual powers, yes.
What? I thought you were just in space and you got weird.
Yeah, you get. There's a
Magic?
lot more to it now. Yeah.
I thought there was like weird technology rock.
So
thing.
like, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling Starfield to anyone who hasn't played it by the time this has come out.
I'm sad. I definitely intended on playing this game.
Well, also, I mean, if you're watching this episode again at the point in time this episode comes out, and you have yet to play Starfield, and you've intended to play Starfield, I'm sorry that it's been a month plus since the game came out since you haven't played it.
I don't get a choice in the matter, guys. Don't worry. And by that I mean I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I have not been paying attention. I've been so focused. How do I dodge this?
Like I said, I'm apologizing. Like, hey, you haven't played the game. Like, it's not bad by any means. Like, it's just Skyrim.
You did
but
this
space.
so much better this time.
Yeah, he didn't mess up once.
I know.
And it was so fast. I guess he subconsciously remembered the way to
No,
dodge
it's
that.
the fact that he's using his autism ADD at its peak right now.
Dude, I'm
This
Spider-Man.
man has been texting the entire time.
Shh, don't fucking tell my secret.
No, it's hilarious because I love watching it. I'm not like focused on it, but I'm watching the moment you're like, oh, I gotta do something, and you just grab the drink, like, boom, done, no problem whatsoever.
Miles?
And so it's hilarious. So I said, Starfield, Skyrim, but space. I don't know how far I'll get into it because I'll probably have the same thing I do with Skyrim, where I just after a while I get bored. Because sometimes having too much freedom is too much freedom, right? I don't have a reason to do anything.
Oh, he's hurting.
I will say some of the UI in this one's better, some of it's worse.
I saw some of the gunplay and I was like,
Oh.
Like I said,
It
the
could be-
gunplay,
it could be just because it
Yeah.
was Captain Sparkle.
yeah.
just
The
let
gunplay, in my opinion, feels like it did in Fallout,
Okay.
but
I wasn't a huge
slightly
fan
more
of that.
refined.
Okay.
But also, like, I haven't gotten very far into the niche stuff of the skill trees and what all those can do for you. So, like I said, there's a huge ass skill tree.
I saw the character creation stuff. That's a lot.
There is a lot, but also
Oh,
there
this-
isn't either.
this
I will say
stupid-
that right now.
Okay.
Some of it
I'm
just
gonna-
does nothing.
I'm gonna interject because I don't know how to like put myself in this conversation because I have no idea what's going on. I hate this side mission. I get that they're trying to get like a like. Oh well, I thought it was gonna be the whole dock side mission.
Oh, it should be, shouldn't it?
I got kill time, so I'm just gonna see. Actually, that would be least entertaining.
Well,
You
yeah,
guys
no,
keep
go
going.
ahead. Go ahead. Either give me the controller so I can do a thing real
No.
fast to get speeded up.
I got it.
Okay.
I think
you
if
guys
you
keep
do a
talking.
fast travel, it might skip
guys-
time forward.
Maybe. You know what? I've never tried that. Let's find out.
Like I said, so it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I honestly probably
Yeah, it's not.
a few weeks and I'll be bored with it. Like Skyrim, sadly. Some people really love Skyrim, and like I'm enjoying it. I am, but
Well, I mean, Skyrim had the thing, for me at least, where I could grind skills, and that was what... I am very weird when it comes to games. If I am grinding for a goal, I can usually go for it. But if there's a shit ton of tedious things that I need to do just to play a very certain thing in your game, I'm not going to do it. Because to me, there's no reason. I've gone through everything. But if I'm like maxing out all my skills or something in a game, I'll do it. If I need to max out, like in, I'll be honest, in like 3 of the SAO games, I maxed out all of the weapon proficiencies. That was kind of ridiculous, but I did it.
Was it fun, or did you just do it to get the achievement?
I don't know if there was an achievement. I think I just did it because I wanted to.
so for me, when it comes to games, I'm very much a story-driven game player. If the story isn't there to keep me engaged, entertained the entire time, I do tend to just drop it.
I will be honest, I played Final Fantasy 12 and grinded enough to get all of the license board stuff for like even the second board, and then I just stopped because I didn't want to go in the story. I didn't feel like it.
At least that's how it is for me. Like I don't know if it's like me. I get that. Like I said, I remember playing Knights Republic, and there was a lot of freedom in that one, but also I felt like the story was so concise that it.
The
kept
story
me-
was very much like, this is the path.
Away from
Yeah.
that.
But with like Skyrim, it was not so obvious of the path. Like, it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't.
I
you
haven't
know?
actually officially beat Skyrim.
That's the Chinatown docs.
I cannot remember if I have beaten Skyrim all the way. I remember getting to
That is
the
to my right.
heaven.
She knows I lied to her now.
I remember Mirek. I remember like a whole bunch of like really small stuff. I don't know if I ever fully beat the story.
I don't know if I've I know I've done some of the DLCs without realizing it. But I ran through them because I got the highest heavy armor gauntlets and it stacked with the fist where it does the damage and stacks with the Khajiit.
About that last time.
Did I say it here or did I? Okay.
Yeah, we said it last session.
But like I did a lot of the DLC and I just ran through them by using that and I had no idea I was doing the DLC.
Because we were talking about I talked about my Mirek fight where it took 5 hours.
And I was like, oh, I did that.
Yeah, because so much food.
I just ate so much food. Because like I said, I'm just a goblin when it comes to that stuff. I just food, mine. Item, mine. Spoon, mine. I have no use for these items. I can't sell half of them, but they're mine.
Roxxon, underground,
Honestly, same.
a lot.
And so, like I said, I don't know. I remember Skyrim's DLC was a little too easy to get into. Because it's like recommended for a certain level. Like the DLC came out and it was meant to be played after the game, right?
Yeah, but like
But if you came into the new game with the DLC already, it kind of could activate at any time. Because what happens is a courier walks up to you and is like, "Hey, I have a letter for you."
And you're like, cool, I got a letter.
And then it activates a quest, which unless you deactivate it, is your active quest line.
Yes, and I was like, oh, cool.
That is one.
I
want
to go hunt vampires.
Because yes, the way it worked is if a quest happened to start, it started and selected it for you. It wasn't like, oh, here's an optional quest in your quest book. Look at it later. It was like, no, I'm your new main quest. Do me now. And I didn't understand that at first.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so-
and they didn't really like separate them. They were all in a
No,
list.
It was all just a quest book. It was not secondary quest, main quest, whatever.
I think it. No, it didn't even say main quest, did it?
No, it was just quests.
Yeah, that's right. No, I meant like the mission itself didn't say main quest or anything.
I don't think so. I think they all just have their own title and then
Yeah,
a
that's-
description.
That's why I never did any of the main quests.
Mhm.
Because I do all the side shit. I
Yeah.
became the leader of like all the guilds. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I would say I had that same issue. And this one I feel is a little bit easier.
Well, is that
so
because
far.
it like tells you, hey, this is the main and this is the...
I think if I remember correctly, it literally has in parentheses optional.
That's helpful, actually.
Mhm.
That I actually find that helpful, which means
Yes.
I'm gonna do those first.
Yeah, like if I choose to do them first, I can choose them first. But it's not like I can't differentiate between the main story and that. Which I think will help me a lot more in staying engaged in this one because I feel like, oh, okay, I can complete the main story where a lot of that time and effort was put into the story-driven part of the game. Don't get me wrong, a lot of side quests are still going to have their own subplot, but
And that's fine with
quest
me.
is a side quest.
Yeah. Aside, I mean, and could they tie into the main quest? Yeah, could they? But like
Trinity Church.
side quests, you shouldn't be able to confuse them with the main quest. And I think that was the problem. Like all the DLC stuff happened, and I went
I
through
didn't
pretty
know
much.
it was DLC until I looked it up.
Well, I didn't know it was DLC until after I was done, and everyone was like, "Oh, the final boss, I'll do it." And I was like, "What?"
Mhm.
I didn't even have the Dragon Wrench out. I don't think I ever got that even.
Yeah. I had the same problem with Skyrim. In Starfield, though, there's Batman, and I want to go do that quest right now.
There's
There's
that.
a side quest with Batman. It's not necessarily actually Batman. It's a character. I can't remember their name right now. But pretty much, it's just Batman, but Starfield.
Nice.
So it's
Space
like,
Batman?
Space Batman, more or less. They literally have a cave, a spaceship, a whole ass, like, fancy-ass suit. And there's like a whole bunch of work you have to do it. I want to say it's like the Phantom or some shit is what they're called.
That's
they're like a
hilarious.
myth, like Batman.
Is there the Flash, and you got like they got Speedy?
I don't know. I've only seen so much because I do try to swipe away from it, or I send it to myself so I can look at it later. So that once I've gotten into the game, I'm like, hey, I really
Why
wanna
are they
look
flying the
into more of it.
Texas flag?
Was that the Texas? I wasn't paying attention.
The Lone Star.
I wasn't paying attention. I did not
It
see
was
flag,
a
honestly.
blue triangle with a star, 1 star in the middle, and then like 3 stripes.
Okay.
Texas Pride, I guess. I don't know.
As soon as I'm ready to go.
They're in New York.
You know, maybe those people moved from Texas.
Hey, Chris, can you go down real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm still here. I just don't know anything about Skyrim.
That's fine. Yeah, see?
Yeah, no, those are Texas.
I'm pretty sure
flags,
that. Yeah, that's the tech.
Are you sure?
Or it
that's
might be
not-
Puerto Rico.
I was-
Oh, that might be Puerto Rico,
It
which
might
is
be
big
their-
thing in Miles' character.
It might be their descent, whatever that is. I'm not going to assume.
I just said Miles is Puerto Rican.
It is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican flag.
I like this suit. It's time we did a little suit update.
Puerto Rican flag.
It's the Puerto Rican flag. Okay. Because the Texas flag is like super similar to that, at least from what I remember.
Finn. Hey.
Credit Karma still keeps giving me like ads being like your credit score has changed,
Okay,
but
so
it hasn't.
I see where you got the confusion, Daniel.
Okay, yeah.
So
It's not
here's
as-
the Texas flag, Chris. For
Yeah, and then that was the Puerto Rican, which is 1 stripe less.
got.
more stripes in a triangle instead. This is the Puerto Rican flag.
Oh.
They're like very similar.
At least she's willing to
Same, but different. I don't disagree.
Trinity.
I have a shirt that says that. Same,
I
but
know.
different, but still same.
We had the same teacher.
The T-shirt?
Teacher.
Oh, I said T-shirt.
I know. I said we had the
Oh.
same teacher,
like
so I
the
know
golden
where you
grip
got
on
the
that
shirt.
one.
But all right, next episode we're probably gonna finish this, right?
Yeah.
Next, probably.
So I say we wrap this one up because we're already at 45 minutes.
All right. And then next episode, you guys will see which suit I pick.
Exactly. So
Maybe
we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, muchachos.
Oh gosh, I gotta do this.